welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Anna, and I am a little bit spooky, and today we are going to attempt the reverse cat eye and go a little dramatic with it, which, spoiler, I mean, obviously you see where we did it today, and I am pleasantly surprised by the way it came out, because there was points I was questioning this look and kind of like, is this for me? And the other day I kind of experimented before I went to go take a bath, just real quick and sloppy, and I absolutely hated the way it looked. It made my eyes look so drugged down and sad, depressed, because I have very downturned, hooded, deep set eyes that are incredibly small. So I was real apprehensive about this look on myself because I felt like it would just make them look even smaller, and they probably do. I can't even see my eyeballs in the viewfinder, to be honest with you. So anyway, in the mirror, I like what I'm seeing, so let me know down below how you feel about the reverse cat eye look. But that's what we're going to be doing today, and we're going to use the Pat McGrath Bronze Seduction palette to do it. And I had fun actually getting into it and doing something a little bit different than my normal makeup routine, because yeah, you know, but we just hang out, we do this look. I rave about a foundation, I get real pissy about a face powder, and yeah, that is what's up today. So if that interests you, just go ahead and keep on watching. But before you do, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know some more looks you would like to see, any more trendy makeup things you would like to see me try. Let me know down below, because I'm actually kind of having fun branching out doing this look. So is there any more of those dang TikTok trends that you want to see happen over here on this old lady? Let me know down below. I don't do the TikToks, I don't care. But if you see one of those trends over there, you can send me the link. And anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and just get into this look and having a little fun with makeup today. Alright, on to the tutorial. Okay, so I have pulled some products to play with today, and we're going to attempt this reverse cat eye, upside down liner on the bottom business. I've watched about 3-4 videos on this look, or this little trend, to kind of figure out how to go about it, because it's not like it's a look I'm unfamiliar with. This isn't new, but it's not something I've done on myself because I didn't think it was something that would be particularly flattering on me. But we're gonna give it a go today and see. I have played around with this before I washed my face the other day and hated the way it looked. I thought it made me look really droopy and sad and just kind of meh. But we're gonna give it a go for real and see if I can pull it off. And I just decided I want to play with a Pat McGrath Bronze Seduction, and I'm not going to go with like a black eyeliner. I'm going to keep it kind of soft. So we're going to do the dark purple in this palette and probably the dark brown, and then maybe pop some shimmer on the lids because I think that would be really pretty with this. And I've pulled some eyeliners here. I've got 2 from Marc Jacobs that I want to use. I think would be good for creating this look. I have I believe this is brownie. Can't remember. This is the more deep cool toned matte brown from Marc Jacobs, and then this is a kind of an aubergine type of shade. Between these 2 liners and the palette, I'm going to see what I can do. But first and foremost, I have already primed my upper lids, but I'm going to prime my lower lash line a little bit with some Sigma Eye Base. I feel like that would be beneficial. I like to take it on a brush and just kind of get down in there so I don't get so much product. I'm just going to kind of pop that under here and pray that my eyes don't like water insane while I'm doing this. That's one reason I don't do a lot like heavy eyeliner looks, because I have quite watery eyes that some liners irritate. So I'm just not a fan of heavy liner looks because I feel like it weighs my eyes down. It gives it kind of a grungier look, and I love that. So who knows? This may end up being something I love. This is just my first actual attempt at doing this type of look on myself. And I also have a very curved lower lash line where it goes whoop. There's a strong curve and like a dip here. So it kind of, I feel like it's going to make that a little hard to do because I have very rounded lids. Like they're deep set, but then they kind of bulge a little. Deep set hooded eyes. Go ahead and pop on some concealer. I feel like that's a good way to start so I don't disrupt it when I go to do my face makeup. And I'll still be able to like clean up any mess I make. So I'm not going to set the concealer. I'm just going to go ahead and kind of put a little bit down. And for that, I'll use my Age Perfect here from L'Oreal. It's a Radiant Concealer. And I'm just going to do just a teensy bit. Pop all sponge, blend that out from Shop Mercier. I think this would also give, you know, the eyeshadow something to stick to, you know, just a nice working canvas. I don't do a lot of emphasis on the lower lash line, rather. I think it's funny how these makeup techniques go viral on TikTok and become a thing when they're like really old makeup techniques. But I really think it's because it's a younger generation discovering these things. And they're like, oh, this is new. It's like, no, that's not new, but okay. You know, it's just a younger crowd finding something and they give it a new name. Remember when strobing was a thing and it was just highlighting? Like, it's that kind of thing, you know? Draping with the blush. Like, it's just 80s blush. And that's also back again. So that's like its third resurgence of the having the blush placement, very 80s style, which I've always been a fan of and think it's just very flattering on my face shape. So it's like I always instinctively applied blush. I never was one to put it like right here on my face because I just didn't think it suited my facial structure. That's one thing with these trends. You gotta kind of keep in mind, does it suit your facial structure to do this? But you never know until you try. I don't have a lot of confidence this one's gonna suit my eye shape very much because I have kind of downturned eyes as it is and kind of sleepy, droopy eyes. I have very droopy eyes. Obviously, you can see that, and they're very tiny shrimp eyes. So let's get spooky. Girl, I'm ready. My body is ready. I'm planning on putting my decorations out this week. So I guess we'll start with our brown eyeliner. Let's see how this goes. I'm gonna, I guess, start with tight lining. The lower waterline, which also is not something I do often. And from what I've gathered, you don't want to pull it down too far in the center, but you would want to kind of have it a little heavier on the inner corner and the outer corner to really create that illusion that we're going for. So I'm gonna kind of do that. Okay, and at the outer corner, kind of do the same type of thing. I'm gonna go a little heavier right here because I have that dip, and to kind of make it do like a straight line. I'm experimenting right now, really. I'm just hoping for the best. That looks like shit right now, but we gotta blend it. So I'm gonna grab a little pointy brush here. This is a AOA Studio E142, and we're gonna use that to kind of smoke this out before it sets. I'm gonna start out here and soften that. Okay, so far so good, I guess. And same on the inner, and keep it tight on this middle below my iris kind of thing. And I'm probably going to sharpen up the edge a little bit as I get going. Now I'm going to take the purple liner, kind of bring that in a little bit. The aubergine. And this one's somewhat metallic. I'm going to really kind of build it up, or kind of bring it down thicker right here. Does it look like something? I think we're getting somewhere. But yeah, I've watched Alex and Nelly do this, Julia Adams, Bailey B, and Linda Hallberg. So I kind of had to do a little research, like just like, where do I start with this? Because when I tried it the first time, I was like, I hate this. Let me go watch those videos I've had to add to my playlist. Get a little inspiration or just some guidance on this one. I don't know how far I want to pull that out yet and how well this is going to work with my little asymmetrical, goofy shrimp eyes. So we shall see. I'm also going to take that brown liner on the upper waterline, the tight line, because I think that is kind of what you do. So I'm just gonna work it into these right up here. Oh, I hate this so much. And on this outer corner, because it droops down so much right here on the top, I'm just gonna kind of pull straight into that bit that we've winged out like that. I mean, that's a cool shape. This might work. I don't know. Definitely looks better than it did the other day when I tried it. Alright, I'm gonna do this on the other eye and we'll be right back. Alright, I just did some evening up and kind of tried to get them as symmetrical as possible. So far, okay. We'll see once we start doing the eyeshadow and kind of really getting things blended. But this is just kind of a rough application of the liner. So let's grab our Bronze Seduction and we're gonna jump in with this deep brown first right here. No, you know, let's go with this deep purple shade. This is called Extreme Aubergine. I'm going to take it on that same little pencil brush to start out. Just dip dab in there. And hopefully we do something good. And I'm kind of not like doing real hard, just more tapping and patting that product on just everywhere that I put the liner. And I'll tidy up the shape over the fact. More than anything, just getting a general idea of where I want the shades to go. We're gonna tackle that inner corner a bit. Maybe this isn't what I would consider the quickest look to do, or simple, but if you got time to play, I'm kind of having fun. All right, I'm going to go with a bit of a more round domed pencil brush now and go into the brown, the deepest brown in this palette, which is called Disobedient, I do believe. And I'm going to start to just kind of smudge that just underneath to blow this out with, like to blend it out. And I'm not too worried about getting super like messy because I will, of course, tidy this up once I'm kind of done doing all my blending and whatnot. Right now, we're looking a little messy, but you know what they say, or as I always say, trust the process. I mostly just want it to be darkest on the inner and outer corner, but still be kind of cohesive in the center. And go back with the purple, build up a little more. I'm curious if there's like a subtle way I could do this too. It'd be maybe more of an everyday look. Today, I mean, I'm kind of going for it today just to really kind of play, which I'm having fun doing. Okay, so let me try to tidy this up just a bit, and I am going to touch up a little bit with that brown liner, just where I feel like I want some extra depth, just where I feel like it's looking not as perfect as I want it to, or not as deep as I want it to, rather. This is an almost black brown. Oh, this dang little milia on this outer corner is driving me crazy because it's right in the way. So I'm taking a pointed Q-tip and just kind of softening right here where I don't want any liner and getting that kind of sharp. And then I'm going to come above this wing and sharpen it from that direction. Just coming from right here where it's making a straight line where I've connected to the upper lid, just because my eyelids droop so much. It would look weird if I didn't kind of connect it. So I'm just going to pull straight out. Of course, you can come underneath and get rid of anything that is just too much. Oh, maybe this is kind of a cool look. I don't know. The viewfinder, I don't love it. But in the mirror, I'm kind of like, I think once it's all like finished, it's going to look better. But it definitely works well with hooded eyes because you don't have that disconnect or where you have to compensate for the hoodedness where the skin kind of hangs over. So I think this would definitely be something effective to do on a more subtle scale, like really subtle scale for every day. Like if you just want that kind of pulled out look to your lids or to your eyes, but you have hooded lids and it's kind of hard to do winged liner. This might be an interesting way to do it because you're just taking it from the bottom and you're kind of avoiding that fold, which is kind of what I'm doing anyway. All right, and to further clean this up, I'm going to take a little bit of my face primer. I'm using the e.l.f. Putty Primer. This is one I just use for cleanup. It's not my go-to primer, but it's quite effective for erasing little mistakes. I'm taking on the more broad side of this little Q-tip and just kind of come right here. Because I just want that to be a little bit crisper right there and get rid of any fallout or where I feel like I might have blended down too far. This is just a great little sneaky way to clean up. And then I can soften this out. I think that's already looking better, cleaning it up a bit. I look insane when I do that from that side. It makes that one eye look so big because this eye is bigger than this one. But I'm just kind of tidying up a little, or I just feel like it got messy, you know? I'm trying to keep my eyes relaxed while I do this as well. All right, I think that's good as getting, or as that goes. Let me take a softer little brush here. Let's try this Precision Firm Blender. And we're going to go in with the shade Entrapment, which is the camel brown in this palette. And we'll maybe just run that right there, just to soften things up a bit and kind of blow it out some more. I feel like this is a look that will come together once you get the rest of the face on. I need to see it finished to decide how I feel. Because right now I'm a little bit, Now I'm going to go through the crease with that same Entrapment shade, or go through the socket rather, and just give that some definition. Take it fairly high into my socket, and I'm using a Sigma diffuse crease. I'm going to let that join up right here and let those be kind of cohesive with one another. I'm quiet because I'm focusing. Right. Okay. I think we're getting somewhere. I like that better. I'm gonna build up a little more depth right out here. So I like a lot of depth on my outer corner area, outer V, because it does lift my eye somewhat. So I'm kind of trying to counteract that droopiness. And then just bring that right in here a little bit. Alright, that's not bad. Not bad. Alright, I'm gonna go with this, the little shader side of this medium sweeper. Take a little bit of that darker brown and just get right here with that. And I'm gonna kind of disguise that little bit of skin right here and shadow it. That's overhang. Alright, I think that definitely improved it doing that. So I have just this little fold of skin that I want to kind of darken to make it kind of recede. And also want to enhance my crease, you know, and soften this all out so it's just has a cohesive flow to it. I definitely think, you know, doing this look again, I'll improve with it. It's just first time doing it, it's a little bit of a challenge, but I'm up for a challenge. I think it's fun. Instead of sitting there perfecting the technique before I got on camera, I wanted to do it with you because I've only like vaguely experimented with this. Now I'm going to tidy up like on the lid just a bit. I don't like the way this is looking. I want this more clean on the lid. So perhaps I'll take just a tad of concealer, maybe like do like a cut crease. So I want that to be clean on the upper lid. And then we're going to pat a little shimmer over top. So I'm going to give her a little bit more concealer here. I'm just going to take a tiny bit on my hand. A little brush here. And use that to kind of just clamp the lid. I am overcomplicating this. That's definitely what I'm doing. But I'm going to give this another go another day and try to see if I can get like a very soft look doing this. Okay, I like the way that look. It kind of really enhances my eyelid. It makes it just a little bit brighter. That just kind of cleans up the lid a little bit. It's very soft. I'm not like doing like a super harsh cut crease or anything here. I'm just tidying up. And we'll go back to my little firm blender. No product on it. And just soften this out. Go right through, soften this out and go right through here. I'm always going to take things just a little too extreme, don't I? But here's where we are. Okay. I'm thinking I'm going to do a little more cleanup on that inner corner just to straighten it up a tad with, whoop, get a clean Q-tip out. Base primer. I'm just going to get right in here just to, I feel like that just needs a little bit of tidying up right there. Just perfecting. So I'm perfected grunge. I like to be very intentional with my grunge. Clean up out here a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and do my face makeup. And what we do is be very careful around the lower lash line, not go too far in or up with the concealer, because I want to keep that kind of grungy feel we got going here. I'm just doing a little cleanup first so I don't get that all in my concealer, fallout. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll do the shimmer first because that's going to be Fallout City. So let's pop on that shimmer real quick. Let's see. I'll just use the medium sweeper for that. Which shimmer shade do I want to use though? Questions. See, in this palette we have one that's more of a green shift. We have one more of a purple shift. Let's do the greeny shift. I'm going to do Astral Lunar Gold on the lid. And I'm just going to put just a tiny bit of it, not like a whole lot. Just want like a sparkle on the lid because the upper eyeshadow is not the main part of this look. I might have gone a little too heavy into the crease for the transition, honestly. I kept that softer, but we're figuring it out as we go. Oh, there's some sparkle on the upper lid. I think that just makes it look a little special. Just kind of as a topper. There we go. I'm going to clean off this fluffy side and just try to soften that up just a tad. Yeah, so far so good. Let's do the face and I will be back for some finishing touches and see where we're at. Alright, and we're back. Just did my skin. I am still really loving the Kosas Tinted Face Oil. It's so pretty. Look at the, it's so pretty. It just looks so nice. Oh, I can't get over it. It just looks great on my skin. So much so that I have added to my cart on Sephora. I have like an ongoing cart that I add and take stuff off of constantly because I'm indecisive. But the Kosas one got immediately added in my proper shade. I've been mixing the sample shades that I got and kind of matching to my self tanner, but I've got it in my actual like skin tone shade. And I think I'm going to get the powder and the revealer concealer, but it was out of stock of the shade that I wanted. Anyway, this is how things are looking. I kind of tried to blend around the eye with a clean brush and just soften things up a bit because I feel like it looked a little too much in the crease and a little too heavy than what I feel like the point of this look is. It's more of not much on the lid. But I just love a little bit of definition through the socket because I have such hooded eyes. I feel like that suits my eye better to do that. And I just like the touch of shimmer. So anyway, this little brush right here, this is a Morphe 562, and I'm going to take just a bit of our lightest brown entrapment and just kind of soften out under here a bit with that because I just feel like it needs it. I want to bring it up and around right here just for some finishing touches. I feel like I just need that little bit of softness right under here. I'm going to scrunch my eye up because it just makes it look a little bit more blended, a little less stark. Oh dang. I actually think I like this now. Now that I got like my face makeup on, I'm a little bit more enjoying it. I look back at my footage and I was like, that actually looks kind of nice. Okay, okay. It's just, I guess, a different shape than what I'm used to seeing on my eyes. It's fun to try these little trends that pop back up because you forget things that like you used to. Like this would be eyeshadow that I did on myself in high school with like a very stark black and gray and very Susie and the Banshees style, but I would had lined the upper lash line as well. It's interesting not lining the upper lash line. That's not something I've ever done, and just line the lower. So yeah, I'm not mad at that. Okay. Oh, let's do a little inner corner, or a little brow bone highlight. Just gonna clean this little brush off. I'm gonna go into the shade Skin Show Divine Glow. Take a bit of that right here under the brow, and maybe right in this innermost part above the eyeliner, above my crease just a bit. That opens my eye up a lot when I do that. Yeah, okay, okay. We're onto something here, and I'm liking it. Unexpectedly. I really didn't think I was gonna like this. Alright, so yeah, half lashes. I feel like this look just calls for some half lashes. Let me see if I got any just cut already hanging out. No, just this one random lash. Okay. Let me dig out some lashes. I'll be right back. Okay, back again. So for lashes, I went in with the Salon Perfect Demi Wispies, and I cut them a little less than half and put the smaller, like shorter side of the inner part lash on my outer corners. That's how I do half lashes. I take the inner corner and put it on the outer corner, if that makes sense. Like I cut off the long part of the lash and then use what would be on the inner corner, just scoot it over to my outer corner. You know what I mean? Okay. But yeah, that's what I have on my lashes in the e.l.f. Big Mood Mascara. So yeah, okay, let's get to the rest of the face. I've also touched up my brows and went in with my e.l.f. Electric Mood X TOVE Brow Pomade, NYX Tinted Brow Pen on to fill in some little hairs, CoverGirl Brow Pencil. All the products I use today will be listed and linked below. If it's an Amazon link, it is an affiliate link. If it's just a regular old link, it's just a regular old link. So yeah, okay, where were we? Eyes are done. So I'm pretty happy with the way eyes come out. So yeah, cool. Let's go ahead and finish up this face. I'm going to take some bronzer now. I'm going to go with my Hourglass Sculpture Unlocked here. I'm going to use the bronzer from this because it's a nice warm golden bronzer, or a nice warm bronzy bronze that I need right now because I have put a lot of self-tanner on today and I need to even things out. To do a little bit of a cream contour, I did use the Electric Mood, the bronzer in this because it's nice and deep. My Patrick Ta one's too light for me right now. Oh my god. Okay, anyway, back to bronzing. So normally when I don't have any self-tan on, I mix this finishing powder and soft light. I just go into both of these and swirl back and forth, and that's how I use this product normally when I don't have self-tan on. But right now it's self-tan. I can just go straight to that bronzer and it works, and I can kind of go ham. It's so fun. All these years I have just not messed with self-tanner because I was like, that looks like too much work. That was my whole rationale behind that. That's too much work. And here I am enjoying the shit out of doing it. I didn't do my legs today though. I just did my arms and my upper body. I was lazy and I suck at doing my legs by myself. I actually get my husband to help me with that, much to his enjoyment. You'd think he would like slathering me in a lotion. Now he's just like, again every time. Or his reaction last time was, I just washed the sheets. Because yes, my side of the bed is brown. Well, it started out brown, like a nice tan color on my, I have very pale cream sheets, right? And then it transformed into a green color, and then it turned pink. It was very weird. I was quite confused over like the course of like 3 days, because I didn't want to go ahead and wash the sheets and still have the tanner on me where I'd rub off. It came right out of the sheets when I washed them, but they're already brown again because, yeah. My husband usually does the sheets because he's just, I don't know. That's just kind of always been his, I've assigned him that job. I call it Charlie work. And so I always pick on him and say, that's Charlie work. And it's also like a Always Sunny in Philadelphia reference, Charlie work. So like taking the trash out is Charlie work. And putting the sheets on the bed. I'll wash them and take them off. I don't like putting the sheets on the bed. I'm not good at it. It takes me way too long and it hurts. I hurt myself every time somehow. It's just a thing that I'm not good at. It's just one of those things, and lucky enough to have a husband that'll do that for me. Well, he grumbles the whole time, but he does it. I'm like, well, do you want clean sheets or not? You know? But yeah, I mean, I'll help him do it, obviously. I'll put like the pillowcases on. It's just, I don't know, that's one of those small like household tasks that I struggle with, is doing the sheets. There's small things that I do have a hard time with my physical limitations that I like to ignore and pretend I don't have, but there are like a handful of things that do remind me, oh yeah, you got some disabilities there, kid. And that's one of them, the sheets. Man, I like the way it looks. This Kosas foundation is just so stunning. I look very glowy, but I did use a glowy setting spray. I used the natural finish from Wet n Wild, which makes my skin look a little bit glowier than it is. And I powdered a little better, so I'm not quite getting the creasing that I was getting in my smile lines the other day from it. The other day I didn't prime or really set down my face that much. So I did that today, and it fixed that little bit of a creasing issue I had. That was my only complaint. And the smell. The way the Kosas foundation smells is not great. It smells like linseed oil. But other than that, I'm here for it. Okay. Why am I trying to put my brush over there? That's not where my brush goes. But yeah, sometimes I call my husband Charlie, just picking on him from like Always Sunny and the unicorns. Charlie! Candy Mountain Charlie! I'm gonna take this little fluffy brush and go just into this soft light powder. Just that right here. I love the Hourglass like ambient lighting powders for like under the eyes. I think they look so beautiful. Pumpkin, is that your tummy or mine? Well, I guess it's mine because she's not in here. For blush, I want to use the Patrick Ta Dewy No Her because I think that would just be really pretty today. And I just want to use it because I hadn't used it in a little while. And I'm like, I need my Patrick Ta blush. So powder first, the way Patrick recommends using it. Do my normal placement that I like, very kind of high up on the cheeks. And going into the eye just a bit there. Just create this nice flow. Very lifted flow. Pumpkin just threw up. So I thought that was her tummy making noise. No, it was just mine. I don't know why mine's making noise. I don't feel anything. It's just squiggled. Couldn't be the 3 bags of gummies I ate and all my hurricane snacks. And lots of Monster energy drinks. Surely that's not why my stomach's making noise. No. Junk food. And go into the cream side. A little bit here. Tap it on. Oh, this looks... Yeah, this looks nice with this look. I feel like this needs a blushy face. This eye look. Very 80s blushy placement. Just touch on that little nose there. Now for highlight, I want to try out this Laura Mercier Nude. Well, it's not new anymore, but it's the translucent setting powder in Glow. This was newest light catcher ones. This is the previous one that's kind of a champagne golden glow, and I have a pretty generous sample here of it. So we're going to give that a go. I'm going to try it as a highlight first because I feel like this one's very glowy, whereas the new ones are much more subdued, more of a Lancome. I can't remember the name of that damn Lancome powder. Honestly, I think it's going to be just like the Halo Glow from e.l.f. To be honest with you, I think that's going to be the exact same product. I'm trying to open this without spilling it. Dear Jesus, let me get this open without... Oh, okay. It's got like a little sifter. How smart. And you can reseal it. Okay, see, it's got like a little sifter. I didn't expect that. I thought it was just gonna be loose powder and it's gonna go flopping everywhere. I'm just gonna tap a little bit out on my palette here and see how it goes. And if it's not glowy enough, I'll go in with another highlight. Just really want to experiment. So we're gonna be getting a little bit of some experimentation in videos right now of me trying stuff that I've never gotten to use. They've just been holding on to. Yeah, that's not as bright as I anticipated. That's just very soft, very nice soft highlight. And this shade definitely would not have worked on me. It was my ghostly ass. It's way too golden, but it's beautiful. Beautiful if you've got a tan. Basically the skin tone of a living human, unlike myself, normally. Yeah, this is very pretty. I'm surprised this is the lightest shade, because this is definitely got some... I don't think this would work on me without a self-tan at all. This would look way too warm. But right now, it's perfect. Because honestly, me with a tan is still like ivory. You know, it's not like I'm getting a real tan here. I think it's my camera does me favors. It makes me look like I have more color than I normally do. I'm a lot lighter in person. I don't know why my camera just feels the need to make me look like I have a tan. It's like, oh bitch, we better fix that. You look dead. I don't know. My camera thinks it is. Trying to tell me how to live my life. That's really pretty though. Ooh, that's pretty. So definitely gonna get some use out of this while I can. And you know, I think that's enough for highlight, honestly. I don't think we need anything else. It's very smooth. Very just kind of wet sheen. It's not glittery or anything like that. So yeah, if this actually came in like a different shade, like a light shade, I would want it. But this color is definitely not going to work on me. Probably after I wash my face today. When my tan will be gone for the most part of my face and body. Because I haven't rinsed it. So it's its deepest right now. But I do like that look, the appearance of that on the skin. That looks really pretty. I think that's plenty for highlight though. Okay, nice. It does. Oh, it really emphasized texture. Like, I don't say that often about highlighters. That is really emphasizing the texture in my cheek. Wow, that's... yeah, I don't like that. Honestly, I don't like the way that looks on my cheeks. I feel like it is making it very textured looking. That is pretty uncommon for me. I mean, I have textured face. Obviously, I'm human. And I actually have quite a bit of congestion in my skin and some texture in pores. So but I don't often come across products that truly emphasize it. And I feel like that is really, really emphasizing it on my face. So yeah, I'm never mind about that Laura Mercier glow powder. Not a fan. Not a fan one bit. Because, I mean, the sheen's pretty, but I really can see my texture. And that's not something I enjoy. And like I said, I don't usually come across that issue very often with product at all. Because I'm pretty discerning about what highlights I use and stuff, because I know I have texture. Yee. And I use, you know, glowy powders pretty often and not come across this. But right here, like in this portion of my face, I am seeing a good bit of the texture. Let me see if I can go back in my powder and kind of calm that down some. And I don't think that was there before, because the rest of my face isn't textured. I can really see it on my cheekbones. Alright, and lips. Let's just go ahead and finish this off. I'm going to do just another little quick bit of setting spray, just to melt everything else into the skin. And we'll do lips. I'm going to line them with, yeah, we're going to use Los Angeles from NYX just to line the lips real quick. Ugh, I'm going to try and look in a mirror that I just put powder on. I'm a dummy. Yeah, the skin just looks very textured everywhere I put that Laura Mercier powder. I really didn't expect that. Even the tip of my nose looks textured. Oh god, yeah. Oh, my forehead looks awful. Oh no. Oh no. That powder's... Ooh, that's awful. That's awful. No wonder she came out with some new ones. I can't believe how bad that looks. Dang, my skin was looking so good. Angry. No. I'm just glad I didn't spend money on that and it was just a sample. Alright, and for lips I'm going to go with the Milani Matte Balm here. This is in the shade Passion. These are so pretty. I love these. I love this product. It is so reminiscent of like Pat McGrath lip products. It is definitely like a dupe. To me it falls somewhere in between Flesh 3 and 1995. like $19.95 but deeper. And I also think the formula might be a little bit nicer. I haven't tried the NARS matte lip balms to know if it's a dupe of that, but I suspect, considering the glossy ones like this are such a great dupe for the NARS one, I would suspect that this is a dupe as well. All right, I think that color looks good with this eye look because we have a bit of that purple in there. All right, anyway, this is our look complete doing the reverse cat eye. Let me give you a little bit of a good look here. And also, can you see the texture? My camera might be hiding it. It does me favors. I don't know how to not make it do me favors. But yeah, this is the look all complete. And honestly, I thought I was gonna hate it. I really did. I was really anticipating not enjoying this look on myself, but now that the whole composition is done, the face is done, and I've kind of played with it a little bit, I'm actually really liking this. And I do want to create more of a soft everyday version of it, just so like a work appropriate version. I think would be really nice to do, just to give you some versatility, because I know this one's pretty dramatic and kind of full on, but I feel like there's a way to do this very soft. That'd be so pretty for people with hooded eyes that just want to be able to have that little bit of a cat eye look for work or whatever, day-to-day life. So I'm going to work on that. For the dramatic side of things, I'm actually really liking this. I mean, when I started this look and when I kind of experimented the other day, I hated it. I thought my eyes looked just so drugged down and kind of sad and just bleh. Like they don't look the most lifted right now. I've definitely excuse you, definitely have more of a lifted eye look in, you know, on myself, but this isn't bad. I think I kind of cheated it to where I made it work for my eye shape, and yeah, I'm happy with it. And I do want to kind of experiment, do more looks similar to this, and just see what the potential with this eye shape is. So yeah, I'm happy with it, and not happy with the Laura Mercier powder. Just really not happy with that. I knew it wasn't worth the hype. Well, I mean, obviously that's not the regular one, but still. Anyway, look complete. Let me know down in the comments below how you feel about this reverse cat eye business. Would you like to see a softer way of doing it that would be more just kind of everyday, easy peasy? Because this one definitely took some time and some effort. It's not a simple look for myself personally. I found it to be a little bit of effort, a little work, but not bad. I mean, if I was doing a smoky eye, I would probably take the same amount of effort, and I'm just not quite as used to working on my lower lash line like that. I'm not a fan of, I usually don't do a whole lot on my lower lash line because I always feel like it kind of closes my eye off or makes them look kind of drugged down, but this somehow works. Okay, it just works. My eyes look, I think, fairly big. I don't know. You tell me. You tell me what you think, because I can only see what I see in the mirror, and the mirror lies. I see one thing and then I go back and look at the footage and I'm like, oh bitch. You know, that kind of thing. Or sometimes vice versa, which is a nice feeling. But anyway, yeah, let me know down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Stay safe and stay spooky. Bye now.